This is my third time recording this because I'm not talking fast enough and it's about 6 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into this. I've got 3 DC motors which control these two on the left control the wheels, make it go forward, reverse. This DC motor here controls the mop head at the bottom of the bot and controls whether it's active or not. This servo motor here controls a little door which ejects cleaner. If the servo motor is active, it allows cleaner to flow through, and then it closes to so where it can't flow through anymore. This is an ultrasonic distance sensor, so where the robot checks and see if there's any objects in front of it. And so that is all of my components. And let's get back into the code. So I got multiple different functions here and that I've left out of the loop, and so this loop will call these functions in. So first, I have a check distance function, which just checks the distance. This was provided to us through the tutorial video. I also have a forward function here, which allows both these two DC motors to activate and go forward, which obviously moves the robot forward. And then I have a reverse function here, and this section of it reverses the robot for about 4 seconds. So both these motors will go negative and reverse. Then after that, this motor here will stop. Well, this one goes forward to allow the robot to turn to get out of a way of an object. And then both motors stop. So, and now we have this mop active function, which turns on this DC motor, so where the mop head can start spinning and begin cleaning. And then I have a mop stop function, which turns off this motor, so where it will not clean anymore, and it will stop that mop head. And then I have an ejection function for this servo motor here, and that will open and close this little door that I've got on my robot, and which would allow cleaner to flow through, which would be ejecting cleaner to the mop head to allow it to clean with cleaner. So let's go ahead and jump in the loop. I've got it here, so where it calls the check distance function and prints this here in the serial monitor, so where you always know how far an object is away. And after that, if the distance is greater than 15 inches, then the mop head function activates. So that will activate this here DC motor and begin cleaning. And then the ejection function activates, would then begin this servo motor here, which would inject fluid, cleaner, my bad. And then the forward function activates, would then move the bot forward, and so the robot can begin cleaning as it's going. And this servo motor will open and close based on a time interval that I have set. However, all these motors here during the forward function will be continuously active. If an object is closer than 15 inches, then the mop stops and begins the reverse function, which allows it to get out of the way of any object that's in front of it. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that now while I still have time. So an object is, sorry, it must be hung up. So an object is over 15 inches in front of us, and so both 3 motors are activated and will continue to be activated until an object gets close. So the mop head is continuously spinning and the 2 wheels are continuously going forward, and based on a time interval, fluid is getting injected. Alright, now let's see an object get closer than 15. So, mop head immediately stops, servo motor stops, and let's watch this loop happen. So, robot is reversing, and this motor stops, this one's turning, so it turns the robot. You saw for a split second, both motors stop, and that process continues over and over again until an object is out of the way. As soon as this object gets out of the way, once this loop finishes up, you will see mop head activates, servo activates, and then the bot begins moving forward. That is all, folks.